Everything should be good and set up. And we'll just test, make sure everything looks good. Hey, we got Seribot, perfect. Stream elements. And let's do a couple of edits here. Cool, they're working. Cool. Everything's working like I expect it to, which is good. Pre-roll on? Why is my pre-roll on for ads? Nah, we don't want pre-roll on. Okay, so it's fully disabled. We're running 3 minutes of ads, so okay, we should be good. I would have been really unhappy about that. All right, let's roll, man. Oh. Let's get rolling, dude. Let's get non-music sounds just going on a little bit in the background here. Let's see, we got audio capture going, mic going. Okay, everything looks good. What we got? We're looking, okay. Everything nice and tight. Bugs out. Oh, uranium too, okay. Let's see what we get. Oh man. What a week. I mean, good benefit coming into New Year finally, and job posting starting to pick up again finally. A little bit less of the monotony and more interviewing and actually getting some more feedback from folks. But we'll get rolling. We'll do our best to try and balance things out here, but we'll see where we get. Perfect. And let's refresh my memory on what progression is, because I haven't played this in a minute. Craft 10, craft 50, okay. All right, let that roll. And we should be good to, yep. Let's make some of these boyos. Then we need iron plates from there. Actually, if we've got the material, I don't know why I'm not just immediately transferring. Save ourselves a process step. Throw that so we can get rid of ads for a little bit. This pre-roll drives me insane, man. Alright. And once we spin up, the bugs will be an issue. Perfect. And get down here so we don't have to worry about manually mining. This is going to be interesting because I always enjoy this layout in the scope of it takes a little bit more thinking on how to build out when you've got two resources merged together. And so that creates a fun little challenge in and of itself for how to handle logistics. Especially before you get the conveyor splitters. Need just a little bit more. What's that? 9 more? Let's see if we can hold out for that 9. And one more. Perfect. Because now we can get our little coal loop going, which will make things a lot easier. Oh, steam powered. Don't do that, dude. Actually put it into a frickin' furnace. We'll come over here, steal a little bit of coal. All right, get us running. And we need to militarize pretty quickly because we're looking at, what's that? One grouping there, and we'll see where the rest are coming later. And golden. We need iron. It's interesting picking this back up again. Been spoiling myself way too much with Satisfactory, Star Rupture. It's nice to get back down into some of the more gritty logistics. Alright, go grab that coal. And while we're going, let's have it do that, just because that'll speed up the process. Perfect. Alright. And we need electricity if we're gonna get stuff moving. But we're gonna have to be real careful about how we do it. We need a lot more iron. Alright, so, oh man, I forget how slow the spin up on this is. Let's see if we can get things rolling. And we need one more, and we should be able to get things going for power. And I'm gonna have to be doubly careful with that pollution footprint with the bugs just northwest. And we need a lot more coal to support what we're doing, so let's see if we can pull some material to make that happen. Looking at stone, which we can grab over here. Yeah, and I mean, we'll take it a little easier today and not worry as much about building a push system. I mean, Star Rupture kind of spoils me now with having a functional pull manufacturing system, so we can be a little less Anal retentive over here. Yeah. And here's hoping we should be jumping into some games with Kylo Builds, Constant Conrad, and the rest of the gang. Should timing allow, and it'll be a good evening. A lot more on the side of how do you put it? Less of a chill vibe once we get everyone else going in the chaos. And camera froze. Let's fix that. Might need to relaunch that as admin. And that will feed itself now. Perfect. Divvy out some coal. Now let's get this building out. And I like to try and at least keep a little bit of an in-system loop existing here, just so that we can equalize pressure and not rely on chains. But we will need more piping. All right, that'll get us started. All right, we need to get 5 of those boys running. Thanks for sticking around with the ads. I'm trying to break them out into a little bit less of an obnoxious cadence there. Hate the pre-roll ads, but they force 3 minutes of ads per hour there, so I'm trying 90 every 30. I'm bad at in the chat. If you aren't playing the Pokemon community game. If you're a nerd like me, it's a lot of fun. All right, we rolling. We got enough to get started on research. Start with automation, turrets, and then we need military. And actually, I want to switch these two around. Do military second, because the turrets will do enough work for us that we don't have to worry about it most of the time. How we doing on pollution? Staying pretty low. Trees doing a lot of work for us, although not nearly enough. So we'll have to keep an eye out. All right, let's get some body armor. have that queued up for us so we're ready to roll. Again, just keeping things moving. No. Oh man, ore is out. Okay. Well, goal should be to get us over to electric mining here soon. So let's throw that into our queue. And ideally keep that running. Because I am anticipating we'll see those spiders coming down towards us soon. Right. And we do have automation live, so let's actually get automation running, dude. Save ourselves a whole lot of headache. Grab a little bit of foliage from over here. Let's rearrange our prioritization a little bit. And we got turrets live. That's gonna give us a lot of security. All right, that keeps us safe for the time being. Let's expand out just a bit here. Let's see if we can get one more built up. Need some more iron for that. Yeah, you're gonna start having some difficulty, aren't you? Let's rotate you, and we can do this. Not the ideal configuration, but it'll keep everything running. And while we're running, let's get some gears going just to keep production moving. What we can do here. Let's see, I don't know if this will work at a rate that will function for what we're hoping to do, but we'll find out. We can adjust math if we need to. But I'm not looking to slow us down too much for that right now. There we go. That'll at least keep us running, keep progress moving forward, as one would hope. It'll be slow progress, but progress nonetheless. If we need to, we can always maybe push out a little bit. We can see if we can make that work. Let's see. That might be a trick. We'll leave it as is for now. We are out of material. All right. Well, we should have electric miners about to clear out. Yeah, we're almost there. But we do have upgraded military now, which is where we want to be. All right, now we can be proactive and go deal with that nest before it grows. Speaking of, though, let's benefit from a little bit of automation here. We'll build in some waste. Normally this would be a big no-no, but we just vibe in today. Oh, okay. I was right. It's one of my biggest weaknesses playing through has typically been not militarizing early enough, so let's get ahead of that for once. Alright, and two more. There we go. And now we can go deal with that nest while we let the rest of the system spin up. And let's get rid of that pistol, actually. Because if there's anything that is going to cause us trouble. Last thing I need is to be trying to shoot with the pistol and be switching between all the time. And we'll blow this box up later. Alright, let's go deal with these guys. Got a spitter right there. Got him. Alright, that's one down. Alright, just barely getting that. As we are now just running out of ammo. Perfect. Cleared up. Nice and easy. And progress is still slowly moving there. Alright. And we are stalled here. What are we stalled on? You are not making gear wheels. Why is that? Oh, because that's too far away. There we go. And let's go ahead and just put one more box off to the side. What's the pickup again? Oh my goodness. It has been a hot minute. Pickup F, that's what it was. And we need to automate. Oh, we need 8 for that? Jeez. Forgot it was so much. And this way we have backlog. All right, research moving forward. All right. And this is rolling. We've got this in line. We need to get steel processing spun up. The sooner I get this started, the better, though, isn't it? We'll just keep rolling, though. There we go. Let's get electric rolling. We need to spin up our steel quite a bit on that front. Let's rob Peter to pay Paul momentarily. Go ahead, turn these guys around. All right. Let's see. Yeah, let's get electric miners running. D3. And then we can really start to industrialize finally. Copper will be the interesting one. If we can check our logistics and see about how we move that forward. Because if we get the splitter right off the bat, then that's easy for us to begin to divvy out, and then we could just roll into a mass manufacture facility. Do my traditional sushi belt madness with some balancing. All right. Let's get this rolling. So what's the furthest you'll let me do? Let's see if we can get away with this. We'll connect on the backside. Perfect. And then let's double check the rate on that. That's a half second per unit. So we're doing 1.5 here. Going here, we're doing 2 a minute. So I need one more of these guys. Oh, that's pollution. Crafting speed is 1. Oh gosh, let's pull up the Factorio calculator. There we go. Production, we're looking at steel plates. Let's check something. Let's see. Let's see. So I'm actually curious if I can swing something. If I can swing this, it'll be nice. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna see if I can make this work.